Hi, it's Andy and welcome to a new weekly reading vlog. Hello, I am, as you can see, up in my office because I need to do some paperwork that I've filed away in here. I am starting off this week with trying to get stuff done. That's the aim of the week, getting stuff done. And by stuff, I mean this 24-page booklet of paperwork. Now, I've already gone through it and ticked off like yes, no questions. And now I just need to actually fill in bits where I need to write. The problem is with my hands and stuff the way they are, pens tend to make my hand cramp no matter what. Like, this is a really good pen for my hand. It's quite weighty and it writes really smoothly, so I don't need to put pressure down, but even still it really hurts. I'm much better with thicker pens, but the other pens I have are these, and these are killer on my hands. I got these ages ago because they were pretty, not because they were practical, so did myself in a wee bit there. I do have thicker pens somewhere, but I just don't know where. But this is a good one. Like, I can use this in short bursts, but you know, my hands keep cramping and it's not great. So I'm just going to have to do as much as I can. Unfortunately, I'm also starting this week with a dislocated hip. My right hip isn't quite in the socket and it feels really weird, like it's really painful when I put pressure on it when I'm walking. But also my right thigh and like butt basically has gone really cold. Like, you know, when, I don't even know if it's to say, like, it just feels cold. Like, it feels like, to my temperature sensors, it feels cold, and then when I touch it, it is cold. And I think that's because the joint's not quite sitting in place. I still have blood flow, like my feet are warm, just my thigh is cold. So I think the blood flow is fine. I think I'll be okay. It will pop itself back in at some point. This is not a situation where I need to go to the hospital. So yeah, don't worry about it. If it gets swollen or really painful or my foot starts turning blue or something, I'll go to the hospital, I promise. But this is a situation that's just a regular EDS situation. Like, I'm pretty sure my big toe on my left foot has been out for years now and I've just never been able to get it back in, and it's just really sore when I put pressure on it. But we continue, we persist. This is my first time back in the library since Tori was here on Friday to actually just sit and do something, and honestly I'm looking at my romance shelves and I'm so happy. Like, this hasn't really changed. This all stayed the same. This did change, and I'm so happy with the changes. Like, the things that have changed, I'm so happy with them. I'm so happy that it's like, it just makes me feel happy. It feels refreshed, it feels new. So I'm very happy with that. Again, thank you so much, Tori, for doing that for me, helping with that, doing most of the work really. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with all of it. It looks great. Oh, sorry, I'm nudging the table. But yes, I need to get this paperwork done. I have a list in here. I'm not going to show you the list because it has some personal things on it that are things that I don't particularly want to share with the internet. See, this is where I use these pens. So, like, all I'll do is I'll tick off stuff, but see, the biggest problem is, like, when you're writing and you're putting pressure down, my finger does this. My fingers, like, bend the wrong way. So, yeah. Like, there's some stuff in here that I really need to get going with. So, like, I still need to take photographs of the clothes I have that I want to put up on Vinted. I need to get rid of the bucket chairs that we have somehow. I would say bedroom has been tidied, okay, hoovered, etc. I still need to take, we've got bags and bags, like little food bags full of batteries that need to go down to Lidl because they have a collection point for batteries. I need to take that. I need to go in the console table drawer and clear that out because it's where circulation mail, like circular type things, just leaflets that go through your door, that's where they go to die when they should be going in the recycling, but people just put them in the table and it annoys me. So I need to go through that. That also has batteries in there. I need to finish tidying my desk. I say finish because a lot of it got done when Tori was here, but I need to finish tidying my desk. I've got a thing that says tidy office, and do you know what? I actually think we managed that when we did the reorganisation because we did deal with the rubbish, so I'm going to tick off tidy office. and I've got shelves in my kitchen that I need to organise, which are supposed to go down to my mum's. So I need to organise the shelves so that I can get rid of them, basically. But that's been a task for a while. So yeah, I'm doing really, really well on that list. But now, like I said, I need to do this paperwork. I've brought my laptop up so that I can watch some YouTube or something while I do that. It also says I can fill in this online. So I don't know if that is better, because then I don't need to like push down on my fingers with the pen. Anyway, I'm going to go and get this done. This is about 2 seconds later. I totally forgot to say Hamish is also at the vet, so I've no Hamish helping me today. He is in for a tooth cleaning and his booster vaccines, so he is going to be out. They said to give him a call at 3 if I hadn't heard anything. It is currently 11:15. I dropped him off at 8:30 this morning. I feel like I've been so productive today. I probably haven't. Like, I've dropped off Hamish, I've gone to the nurse for my dressing change, and I have had breakfast. That's and caught up with my watch later. That's pretty much it. But I just feel like I've been awake for ages. It should be like, in my head, it should be like 2 in the afternoon. But it's not. So I am going to be trying to keep busy, because I worry about Hamish. I'm sure if, like, touch wood, send all the good vibes. I know it's like, but after it's happened, that he's going to be fine. The vet that he's got is the vet that he had that took his spleen out, that's done other things for him. She is like almost as invested as we are in him. She loves him. He loves her. Like, he went with her with a backwards glance to me, and he hates being at the vets, but he loves Mel. Like, he loves Mel. So I am very, very confident that she will look after him. I don't think, to be fair, any of the vets there, any of the vets at my vet would look after Hamish like he was one of their own. But you know when it's just somebody you know better, like, you just feel better. So I know she's got like a vested interest in keeping him safe. So yeah, here's hoping that all goes well. Here's hoping that all of his teeth are good. So far, touch wood, I don't want to jinx it. So far in his life, he has not had any teeth removed. So he is going to be 12 this year. He's going to be 12 in August. He's such an old man. He's going to be 12, and he's doing very well so far, minus the, you know, kidney and the bladder and the spleen and the toe and the lipomas. Do you know what? He's had his fair share. I think teeth should be a good swap. He's allowed to have good teeth because he has had so much crap going on in his life. Honestly, this poor guy, we've had him since he was 4, and in that time, he's just gone through so much. So much. But I literally saw something on the, like, I've got a Snuggie. I've got a Snuggie against the thing in the door so that when we have the windows open, it doesn't slam. So it's like bundled up at the by the door. And for a second, because it was black, I was like, oh, Hamish. No, Hamish is not here, Andy. Hamish is at the vet, so that's what the whole point of the clip is. Oh, I should probably edit videos as well. I'm going to have to go get my charger for my laptop, aren't I? Well, I'll update you later, probably. So that's us home from the vet. Say hi. He's got some beautiful toothers going on. He's got some sleep in his eye. He's a wee bit wonky donkey at the moment. Excuse me, I'm just getting sleep out of his fur. His eyes water like nothing else when he's under anaesthetic. Yes, he's just a wee bit wonky donkey at the moment. I'm just trying to get him to stay on the couch because he wants to come down. He's a wee bit jogged up at the moment, but sleepy and still a bit floppy from the anaesthetic. Just because he's just anaesthetic, and they also give him methadone. In case they had to, like, in preparation, just in case they had to take teeth out, which they did not. He still got all of his teeth. You still got all your teeth. He's just a wee bit, you know. You lie down properly. Look at me, he's half off the couch. We're just a wee bit wonky donkey. That's all. We're just a wee bit wonky donkey, but that's fine. That's fine. We've been knocked out today, and then given some good drugs. So I think we'll let him wake up a little bit longer. He can get fed when Kay comes home, which will be in an hour. And then hopefully he'll be a bit more awake. Yeah, I'll go fill your water bowl just in case you're thirsty. Because you said you can have as much water as you want. But a little bit of food, okay? He's so not with it. Hi. Is it you? Oh, he's so not with it. I'm watching him. Don't worry, I'm watching him so he doesn't fall. Hello, it is Tuesday. I have literally not vlogged at all today, obviously, you know that. As you can tell, it's past 9 o'clock. It's, well, it's 10:15. It's 10:15. But as you can tell, somebody would like to go to bed. And because Kay's not here, he's just sitting here staring at me. Because he wants to go to bed. And he's whining. Because he's a whiny boy. He's feeling much better after yesterday and getting his teeth cleaned. He's been full of beans today. Like, absolutely full of beans today. So, he's definitely feeling better. The way he was sleeping last night was so cute. He was, like, curled up, kind of like little Spoon and Kay, but his face was at our feet. And he had a blanket over him, so it was just his little face sticking out. And he was just totally KO'd for about half the night. And then he got up and came in between us. And he was lying, curled up all night. He's one of those dogs that when he's not feeling good, he looks for comfort. Whereas, like, some dogs just want to be away from you, he wants to cuddle you. So yeah, it was so cute. I've had a bit of a day. So I woke up this morning and my knees and my hips were, I can't even tell you how painful. I was dehydrated though. I've been trying to remember to catch up with my hydration, because when I'm dehydrated it really hurts my joints. It must be something to do with fluid, my theory anyway, because, you know, I'm low on fluid, so therefore fluid. Anyway, and I looked at my spreadsheet, and because I didn't read anything yesterday, really, I need to read, like, it's over 200 pages a day to catch up with, to, like, complete my TBR. But I've also forgotten to add a book to my TBR that's coming in next week. And I've also started The Martian. This is part of the problem. The other night, I can't remember, it mustn't have been last night, but the night before, I could not sleep. Like, I could not sleep. I couldn't get comfy. I couldn't wind down. Like, my brain just would not shut off. And quite often, every time I nap, I'll put on either a playlist of videos or just, like, long videos, and the talking in the background helps me fall asleep here. And when I'm listening to audiobooks in bed, I do tend to fall asleep. Like, I've got a meditation playlist that I listen to as well, where somebody's talking. But just the way I was, the way my pain was, and the fact that I couldn't sleep, I was like, I'm not going to be able to just, like, my meditation thing's only half an hour, so I wasn't going to do. So I stuck on The Martian, just, you know, when you're feeling crap and you just want something comforting, and that's one of my comfort reads. So I put that audiobook on. I'm not a big fan of the audiobook, I'm not going to lie. I just think his voice doesn't sound how I think it should sound. But I get that that's a me problem. So I listened to some of the audiobook that night, and then last night, again, I listened to some of the audiobook while I was trying to get myself to sleep. It's really weird because I should be tired, but I'm not tired. It's like, well, no, that's a lie. I'm tired, but I can't sleep. And then I'm waking up, like, every couple hours. I'm waking up at, like, 5 in the morning, and then, sorry, that's the dishwasher. Like, I can't get to sleep until after 2 in the morning. I'm waking up at 5 in the morning, and I'm, like, awake. And I was just taking my pills, and my 6 o'clock pills then, because why not? And then I'm eventually going back to sleep when the painkillers kick in. But my pain has been really, really bad, like my knees especially. I don't know the last time my knees have ever been this sore before. It's ridiculous. Reading wise though, going back to that, yeah, so I've added a book to my TBR, which is Evening the Score by Lexi LaFleur Brown. I forgot that I'd pre-ordered that. I started listening to The Martian, which adds another book to my TBR this month. So I've got well over 200 pages a day to read to catch up with it. But on the upside, I've been reading Riding the High today, and it is basically this series' answer to Heartless by Marissa Mayer. No, somebody was talking about that in a video. Heartless by Elsie Silver. Luckily though, I've been reading today Riding the High, and I'm really far into it. I'm 338 pages in. It's 398 pages. It's like almost 100, yeah. 398 pages. So I only have like 50 pages left. 60 pages left. Maths, Andy. I only have 60 pages left, and I'm making my way through that quite well. Are you done harassing me? Okay, bye. But I am just like so overwhelmed with how many books. And I started doing my TBR for next month because I've pulled the books that I want to reread and then put pre-orders and stuff into my spreadsheet. And I've got so many pre-orders coming next month. So many pre-orders, so much that I want to read immediately. So next one's going to be a bad one as well. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, Riding the High, this is the third. It's the third book in the Silver Pines Ranch series. And this is basically this author's version of Heartless by Elsie Silver. So we've got single dad and nanny situation. So Wade was in the last book. Cole, me and character names honestly are the worst. So Cole and Ginger have been friends since they were teenagers. Ginger is Cece, who's Cole's sister's best friend, but her and Cole also became friends when they were younger. They were there for each other through like difficult times, and they grew a bond. They were always there for each other. And then Cece left and went to Chicago for 7 years, and in that time Ginger and Cole remained friends. Like, they've always been best friends, but they've both also always been completely in love with each other and just trying to ignore it because, one, they didn't want to ruin their friendship, two, they were concerned about how Cece would take it, all the regular tropes. So Cole has been married and is now divorced, thank God, because that woman she needs to be hit by a bus or something. And his ex it's like Heartless. His ex has no interest in her daughter. She pops in from time to time, but she's supposed to have her like every weekend or whatever. I can't remember what the actual arrangement is, but more often than not, she's too busy or she's not feeling well. Otherwise known as hungover, or she's on girls' trips, or she's just not there for her daughter. So he's got full custody, and he's just been made the sheriff of their town. And so his workload is about to go up, and Ginger is a teacher, so she's off for the summer, and normally she gets a part-time job during the summer to bump up her wages because she doesn't get a full wage during the summer from school. So he asks her if he can pay her to be his nanny. However, this all happens after, so yeah, they go to Vegas for, like, the opening of it is them going to Vegas for Cece's bachelorette and Nash, who's her husband to be, his bachelor party. And these two wander off at one night, the last night they're there, and get really, really wasted and end up drunkenly married in Vegas. And so we've got like the nanny trope, the single dad trope, the married in Vegas, brother's best friend, it's piled in there. But yeah, this is very much like Heartless. If you like Heartless, I think you probably like this, although obviously it's not exactly the same as Cade, but is very similar with the tropes and stuff. I'm really enjoying this so far. Like, everything's about to hit the fan. Again, just because two adults cannot have a conversation, which annoys me. Like, they know they have to have the conversation. They keep like offhandedly telling each other what they mean to each other, but they won't sit down and have the conversation so that the other person is clear. So like, he'll say like, you and Mabel are everything to me, and she's not taking that in properly. She's like, oh, but how does he feel about me? I'm like, babe. But now everything's just hit the fan, obviously, because it's, I'm 3/4 of the way through. And he started pushing her away because, of course, he has. Adults, they just need to have a conversation. And honestly, I want to drag his ex-wife by her hair just down a gravel road at this point. I know she's not real, but I hate her. I'm going to head off just now. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish this. And hopefully get a good sleep. I've got nurse in the morning for my dressing change. She has said that we're healing pretty well, so hopefully it won't be, hopefully it'll continue that way, because I don't like having to go to the nurse 3 times a week to get a dressing change done. I would prefer not to have that done, which is great. The nurses are amazing. The nurses are amazing. That's not the problem. It's just, open wound and all that jazz. Hello, it is Wednesday, and if it's not obvious, I feel like death warmed up. I went to my appointment this morning to get my dressing changed. I did not get in the shower last night or this morning like I planned. And I woke up feeling horrible. My knees are... I cannot explain to you how painful my knees are today. I just can't explain it. My hips have also been sore. This morning my collarbone dislocated, and I literally couldn't move. Who knew, not me, that this action, like this forward moving action of your hand or of your arm, if your shoulder, if your collarbone's out, that it was like here. I couldn't get it further than here. Eventually, luckily I managed to move it in a way that I literally I just couldn't move any further. But I moved in a way and the collarbone popped back in, and then I was able to move my arm again. But did not know that was going to happen. Obviously, I didn't know what it was going to dislocate. I didn't know that had any bear. And you know what I mean. I didn't realise what your collarbone dislocating would do to your arms. That was really weird. Really, not being able to. I couldn't reach and pick something up. That's what I was trying to do. I think when I realised. Yeah, I woke up feeling hellish. Even my throat has been really inflamed all day. I don't know if I was saying to the nurses, because she was like, "Oh, you don't look good." I was like, "I don't feel good." But I don't know if it's the fact that I don't know if I'm coming down with something, hence the throat being really sore. I don't know if I'm just a bit dehydrated, because I have not been the best the last couple of days at hydrating. This is my 2.5 bottle. I had half a bottle from having it overnight, which I've obviously drank. I've had a full bottle, and this is my second full refill. So I've also only had, I think, maybe 2 cups of tea at most, which is not like me. I'm very dehydrated the past couple of days, but I don't know if that's carried on to today or not. But also the last 3 days or something, even today, it's been stormy. It's been but proper dark grey clouds, this colour, actually darker, that's a lie. Proper dark, it was sunny and then everything just went dark. Clouds and rain and pressure, and it's been like that for a couple of days now. My head has been really maybe I should do decongestants, because that would help with this situation that's going on. Yeah, I just feel horrendous, so that's fun. I did read more of Project Hail Mary. No, I did not. I read more of The Martian last night, again when I couldn't sleep because I was in too much pain. So I'm now up to Rich Purnell is Steely-Eyed Missile Man. If you have read the books, you will understand where I am. If you have not read the books, it will not be a spoiler. It's just a random quote. Rich Purnell is a steely-eyed missile man. Honestly, I love these books. They're so good. Yeah, I also have a new friend cropping up here. Really, really quite annoying. Big, nice spot helping me out here. But yeah, I've not really done anything today. There's been a lot of scrolling. I'm very tired. I'm very excited for lunch tomorrow because Kay brought me home a meal deal from Tesco when she went to get stuff for tea. And it's I don't know if, I know different Tesco's get different things, but it's a sourdough baguette with, I think there's chicken on it, pesto, rocket, mozzarella, and sun-dried tomatoes. It's so good. It's so good. Chewy enough that it's chewy that kind of hurts my jaw, but it's also moist enough that it's not so bad. It's not tough and chewy. It's just slightly tougher than bread chewy. And for some reason, I just really like the taste of it, which is good. So yeah, looking forward to that tomorrow. I'm looking forward to having lunch tomorrow because I'll be having that. She also got me turkey and coleslaw, so I can have turkey and coleslaw sandwiches, which I also like. So I'm covered for lunch for at least the next 3 days. I also ordered and was delivered today this, which is omega-3 fish oil tablets. They're smaller than I expected, which makes sense now. It says to take 2. They're super strength apparently, and yet they're take 2. I watched a SciShow video. I think it was SciShow. Yeah, it was SciShow. That was talking about like different vitamins and stuff, and whether, not vitamins, supplements, and whether or not they're actually like backed by research. And there was 2 that piqued my interest. Well, 3 technically, but 2 for me, 1 not for me. And one of them was omega-3, which can be good for conditions like, I can't remember what it was. Like the information is now out of my head, which is funny because it's the only one that I'm not using. No, it's the only one I'm using, but it's the only one that's not stuck in my head. But like omega-3 is good for something that is causing me issues. And so therefore I thought, why not try it? I used to take fish oil as a child. Like my mum used to give it because I don't eat fish. Like I just can't stand fish. So I stopped taking them. My gran used to give me them. Because my mum was a single mum and she worked. My gran finished work at 3 o'clock, which meant I was at hers after school. My gran would be like, give me it with anyway. And there was one time I can't even think about it right now. I decided to take it was one of the big capsules with a cup of tea. Never, and I mean it, never, ever take fish oil or a liquid capsule thing. Never ever take it with hot fluids. It will burst in your mouth. It was disgusting, and I couldn't take them after that. Although my gran did pull the nowadays we just had to take the fish oil. I can. Everything was in black and white, and you had to walk miles uphill in snow to get anywhere. We get it. But yeah, so that was one of the ones that was beneficial to some of the things I've got going on. There was also coenzyme Q10, which was supposed to be good for something. Again, I can't remember what it was that really, I think it was migraine. Yeah, coenzyme Q10 has been shown to help with migraine and also potentially with diabetes 2. So I messaged my mum because she was like talking about supplements that can help with diabetes. So I said to her, look, I've just watched this and coenzyme Q10. I used to take it for something else and it didn't really do anything for me. Or I think again it was maybe for migraine it was for migraine that oh my god. Maybe I do need the fish oil for my brain because obviously it's not working. But yeah, I've taken coenzyme Q10 before and didn't necessarily see any benefit. Like although I wasn't looking at migraine when I was taking it, I think it was energy levels. I didn't really see any difference, so I stopped taking it. And then ginseng, shockingly, ginseng has been proven to help with focus in children with ADHD. Sorry, I'm flopping this about. It has not been studied in adults. I'll actually leave the SciShow video below. It's not been studied in adults, but it's been shown to help kids with their focus with ADHD. So yeah, I find that interesting. I don't have ADHD, so I don't think that I messaged my friend with ADHD and was like, here's this thing that might help. But again, it's not been proven in adults, just in children. I don't think I said, but I finished Riding the High, which is book 3 in the Silver Pines Ranch series, and I liked this. I think I did say I finished it because it's like Heartless. I don't think I said I finished it though. I don't remember. Oh well. I enjoyed it. It was fine. It was still not even my favourite in the series, I think. I think the first one, Holding the Reins, might actually still be my first one. My favourite. But the last one I'm thinking might be my favourite. So I've got Free in the Wild to read and then Chasing the Fire is the last one. I really enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, it's still a 4-star. But in comparison to some other books, it's not like my favourite. I like the fact that when we looked into certain things, so like her relationship with her parents, and like things in her past and things in his past that are maybe a little bit deeper. They were just like, it annoys me when romance books will mention something, especially something really traumatic, and then just never talk about it again. It's like, no, this is something that needs to be dealt with, whereas in here it was dealt with. It wasn't like they didn't go into like scenes and scenes and scenes of her having it with her dad. They were just like, but they actually like actively dealt with it, rather than just being like, it was mentioned a while ago and they never mention it again. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. It was really, really good, and I'm excited to continue the series. I have also started Network Effect by Martha Wells. I was tempted to, well, the next 3 books I'm reading are going to be these 3. So I've got Network Effect by Martha Wells, Free in the Wild by Paisley Hope, and Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. This one is going to be like, I love how I'm equating them all to Elsie Silver books. So the first Riding the High, is Riding the High the first one? Whatever the first book is in this, no, Holding Reins is the first one. Holding Reins is very much like not Reckless, Powerless by Elsie Silver. Training the Heart is like the first Gold Rush Ranch book. I can't remember what it's called. Off the Races, maybe. The Riding the High, the third one, is like Heartless. This one is like Wild Eyes, and the last one is like Reckless, which is probably why I'm thinking that's going to be my favourite, because Reckless is my favourite Elsie Silver book, hands down. Theo Silva, although he has annoyed me recently. He has annoyed me a little bit recently, but it's fine because we know he'll behave. So yeah, these are the 3 that I'm going to be reading. I have started Network Effect, which is the full-length novel in the Murderbot series. I'm on page 86, and I'm really struggling through it, not because of the book, but because my brain is just not in the world today. I might read this in between, I'm not entirely sure, to give myself something a little bit lighter. I've got One for the Road actually pulled up on my Kindle, which is, I also have the hard copy there, but you know, and then Clockwork Prince is my continuation of this series, which is the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. This is book 2. So yes, this is one that I'm looking forward to, even though it is very long, very chunky. So yes, I'm going to go, because I've been doom scrolling for ages, and I'm actually going to read. Hello, it is Thursday, and I am not necessarily feeling better. I'm feeling a little bit better. I was able to go in the shower earlier, as you can see, and I am getting ready to go to bed. I've just taken my meds, but I wanted to update you. I wanted to shower before. I knew I had to shower today because I see the nurses tomorrow again, and I don't want to be rocking up unshowered because I didn't shower for Wednesday and I just feel gross. I think I'm going to have to find my straighteners. My straighteners have gone walkabouts. I think I've got an inkling that I know where they are. But I'm unsure, so I'm going to have a look for them, I think, because I don't know how to dry my hair and make it style the way I want it to style. I don't really need to straighten my hair. Like, this is just blow dried, and not even like with the brush and everything. Like, I do have to do this bit with the brush because it wants to flick out that way, so I do have to do that, but generally speaking it's just like a so there's nothing special about how I dry my hair to make it straight. This is just my hair. It's just straight hair. So I don't necessarily need straighteners. It's nice to have the straighteners just to kind of tidy it up a little bit when I'm going to like events, and just like, because it helps with like this fuzziness, the staticky bits, and it just makes it a little bit neater. I also like to like curl in the front, like the front bits, just so it sits nice. But generally speaking, I don't use straighteners, so I don't know where my straighteners are. I bought myself new straighteners a while ago and have used them. I think, have I even used them twice? I think I got them for going to the wedding in August last year, but then ended up using Vicky's GHDs because they were already on. But I did try them out and they were like sticking to my hair, not because of the I think it was just the wrong temperature. You know when you're straightening and it's not gliding because it's not set to the right temperature? I think that was my problem. I've not straightened my... I used to straighten my hair every day. Every day I would straighten my hair. Which is hilarious because like my hair is so straight, you cannot get it to curl. Like I would need to get a perm to get my hair to curl. It just will not do it. It will not do it. I've had multiple hairdressers try and curl my hair. It will curl, but within an hour, maybe 2, it'll just drop back down. It's ridiculous. I'm so jealous. Like, I used to be able to put my hair in, because nowadays it does kink a bit. Like, if I put it in a bubble, you can see where it was. But my hair used to be so soft. And so, like, I think I just need to, I don't know. Yeah, my hair was so soft that I would put it up in a bun to sleep, because when it got to like waist length, it would wrap around my neck while I was sleeping. So I put it up to get it to stop, you know, trying to kill me. And it would, I would take it out, give my head like a wee shake to like get it to fall down, brush it, and it was like dead straight again. It just will not hold the curl, which is unfortunate because, of course, being a straight-haired girly, I want curly hair, as I always have. My nails are starting to shred again. I'm due, look at how nice, like, my middle fingernail, you can't really see because but look how long my nails are. Like, I'm due to snap nails at this point, because they get to like a nice length and then they snap, and it's so annoying. I used to have long nails, my hair used to be amazing. Like, I had a lot going for me in terms of like maintenance. I didn't have to do a lot of maintenance, and I swear, like, I think it's post-COVID, my hair's changed, my nails have weakened, although I am on a medication that does affect your nails, so I think that's what's actually affecting my nails. Could also be affecting my hair because they're made of the same stuff, basically. They're both made of keratin, so it could be that the medication I'm on is probably affecting both my hair and my nails. But this is why we're taking the biotin to hopefully help with the hair and the nails. Oh, where did I get off track with this? Straighteners. I need to find my straighteners. Yeah. Reading wise, I finished The Martian earlier and cried at the launch. Because of course I did. Because why wouldn't I? I've only read it like 20 times or something. And no, I've not read it that much. But I've read it like so much. And yet I still cry. And then I finished Network Effect, which is the fifth murder bot, which means I only have the 2 novellas left. And the third novella, the last novella is actually quite long. It's almost like book length. But yes, I only have 2 more of these left. I think next I might pick up Clockwork Prince just to have a change of pace. And I did just read the book before this, so I don't know. I'm not feeling that right now. I'm kind of feeling this. I also have like I've got One for the Road on my Kindle, so I could also read that. But yes, I'm so close to finishing Murderbot again to be caught up for the next book being released, hopefully next month. Also, while we're talking about Murderbot, so if you know anything about Murderbot, it really, really, really doesn't like physical touch. It doesn't like eye contact. It likes to watch people from cameras, like, so it doesn't have to directly look at people. It doesn't like being looked at. It doesn't like I say, human touch. It's really, really repulsed by like human affection and like sex and stuff. Like seriously repulsed by sex. And the reason I'm saying this is because there's a blurb on this book that really, really annoys me. Now, I don't know if blurb is the right word. People call them blurbs. I wouldn't call them blurbs. I would call the blurb like the summary on the back. But there's a quote, shall we say, on the front from Wired. And someone at Wired has thought it is appropriate to state, I might have a little bit of a thing for a robot. Its name is Murderbot. A little bit of a thing. Do you know how repulsed Murderbot would be to hear that sentiment? Do you know how much Murderbot would want to go and lock itself in a bathroom or stand and face the corner if you said that to it? That is so inappropriate. And I know that's ridiculous. But, like, if you've read the books, why, like... If you've read the books, like, your first instinct isn't, oh, I think that robot's sexy. Like, I mean, that might not be what they meant by have a thing for a robot. Its name is Murderbot. Like, they might mean, like, something else that's not like that. But that's how it sounds, and I'm like, that's very not... Murderbot would not like that at all. Anyway, I'm going to go and finish watching this video. I think I'm going to go to bed because it has just hit midnight. And I should probably go to bed at this point. Hello, it is Friday and we're here again. This is going to be I feel like this is a very boring vlog. We're still in the same place. I am in so much pain. Shocker, not. Yeah, my knees. I don't know what is wrong with my knees. But oh my god, the pain is unreal. The pain is unreal. My joints in general, just not having a good time, but my knees in particular. My knees in particular are really, really sore. I think it goes like knees, hips, elbows, shoulders, ankles, neck. Although they're all really sore. Fun and games being disabled. I have been reading Clockwork Prince today. I'm now 186 pages in. I feel like, I know that this is I know it's in my head, but I just feel like I've made, like, because that is, like, objectively, I'm like, what, maybe a third of the way through this book? Yeah, about a third of the way through this book. It's just under 500 pages, and I'm just at page 186. So I'm a good third into this book, and I feel like I've made no progress. Which is ridiculous, because I'm a third of the way through this book. But I've fallen behind on how much I need to read, partially because I keep adding books to my TBR. It's fully 100% my fault that this is happening to me, because I'm in that mood where I want to read everything. There's just so much I want to read. Like, it's so weird, because when my TBR... This is why, like, people are saying, like, my TBR would send them into anxiety, because I have currently 24 books on my TBR, like, unread books on my TBR. And that's not a lot of choice. Like, that is very little choice. Like, I know people who have got hundreds of books on the TBR. But when I had, like, 100-something books on my TBR, I had so much anxiety because I felt like I was never going to get through them. And I just had decision paralysis, and I just felt overwhelmed by it. But then, now I've only got 24 books on my TBR, I just want to read everything. I'm so, like... I just want to pick up everything. I'm so excited about reading everything. I'm rereading stuff because I don't feel... I mean, I just still feel like I'm not making progress on my TBR. So, like, again, we need to, like... the brain needs to just stop. But, like, I'm actually excited to read my TBR. Not that I wasn't before, but, like, it's taken away that feeling of, like, oh my god, I'm never going to get to them because there's so many of them. Whereas now there's a manageable amount, because So last month I read, what, 16 books? I average, normally I could do 10 books a month, right? And I've got 24 books on my TBR. That's not even 3 months worth of reading, if we don't include reread books. So that, just the weight that that's taken off of me is unreal. Like, I don't feel stressed anymore, but I now feel stressed because I feel like I can't consume what I want to consume fast enough. So, yeah, it's a lose-lose at this point. Talking of lose-lose, for a win-win, I have, like, this has been, like, really, I've been really struggling to get any more, like, out of this. Just, like, it's Voltarol. I don't think I need to say it's not sponsored or anything. I just buy this because it's the stuff that works for my joints. But, yeah, I'm showing you the thing that I use. Anyway, so, like, I use Voltarol for my joints because I can't take any sort of ibuprofen or anything as a pill because it upsets my stomach. I'm at risk of, like, ulcers and stuff. This does have the same effect, but not as much because it's not going directly into my stomach. But if I continuously have to use this for days and days and days on large areas, I start getting the heartburn because it's to do with the way it interrupts pathways and things like that. So, yeah, Anyway, what was it? Oh yeah, I was really struggling to get more. I feel like there should be quite a lot in here, but I was struggling to get it out, and I've been like worried because the one I've got upstairs is also running very low, and I was like, I was sure I had another one. I still need to check my bag, to be fair, but look what I found. A brand new tube. A brand new tube. And I'm so excited because, oh my legs, my knees, they hurt so much. I don't even know what this clip is. I just wanted to film something before I got changed back into my jammies. Because I had the nurse today, so I had to get dressed. And so, I feel like I'm always in my jammies. Which is fine, because like, I'm in the house, why would I not be in my jammies? But there's this, you know, I'm not one of those people that likes to get dressed every day. It doesn't, some people feel like getting dressed every day makes them feel better. But I just feel wrong. Like right now I can feel the way my clothes are touching me and I don't like it. I think because of the materials and the fact that they're outside clothes. Whereas like inside clothes, jammies, are looser and not as like constricting. I don't know. I've lost track of this clip anyway. I'm gonna go and hopefully get some more of this read. I'm on, like I say, 186. I'm hoping to get to, well, now I kind of want to go halfway, which would be, what, 225? No, 250. Like, what's half of 500? 250 would be a good midpoint. But obviously the chapters don't end there, so it would be 270. Or I could stop at the chapter before and it'd be 238. So this is that chapter's about as long as these chapters. Can't say Claire chapters, man, they're so long. So yeah, I want to read at least another 100 pages to feel like I've made some progress today. But I'll let you know about that tomorrow because I probably won't vlog anymore today. Apologies for this being a very boring vlog probably, but I feel like I'm getting on well with the reading. I can't remember what I've read this week, but I feel like I've done a good job. Hello, it's Saturday. Yes, we're back here again. It be what it is, what it do. I have finished Clockwork Prince. This, honestly, this like, oh, I love this series so much. I love this series so much. I had to fight my way through this book though, because I just didn't want to get to the heartbreak, and I was just on the edge of the heartbreak when I stopped reading last night. I put my book down last night and opened Reels to cheer myself up because I like I say, I was about to hit the heartbreak section, or the start of the heartbreak section, and so I put this down, picked up Reels, and then Reels decided to show me, what was the first, people reacting to the end of episode 5 of Heated Rivalry. If you've seen it, you understand, which always makes me cry. And then it showed me the clip of the episode of Doctor Who with Van Gogh in it, which always makes me cry. And then I saw a clip of Buffy, which then reminded me that Anthony Head was dead. I couldn't go back to this because, and then I saw Heartstopper and I put my phone down. I was like, nope. Backing away from the phone. I couldn't go back to this because this was already making me sad, and then my phone was making me sad, and I was like, what do I do now? So I just stared at the wall until like 2:30 in the morning and then went to bed. I'm not even joking. Like I picked up my phone at like midnight. Yeah. But I finished this now. I'm done with it. Oh, I'm so intimidated by my TBR at this point. I just realised when I was updating stuff, I've put 20 books on my TBR. All said and done. This does include every volume or every novella in the Murderbot series, which is 7 books, or like 1 novel and 6 novellas. So, you know, it's not as bad as it could be. But still, what am I doing to myself? I have decided this is going to be my next book. I remember saying to you I had the stack of 3 of them. I've now finished 2 of them. This is book 3. Hopefully this will pick me up. This is the one that's like Wild Eyes. So she is a music star and he works on the farm. I'm not sure if he's a ranch hand or, like, we'll find out. He works on the farm with horses. And before she left, they had a one-night thing. And now her career's too much. She's coming back home to take a break. She just wants to come home, chill out a little bit, go back, but I feel like that is not what's going to happen. So I'm interested. I am interested. And then the last one is the one I'm really looking forward to, Catching the Fire. But yes, I'm going to finish watching this video and then I'm going to pick this up because I have so much to read. So much to read. Hello, it's Sunday. It is in fact a new day. It's almost a new day. At this point, I need to charge my watch. Anyway, I'm here to close out the vlog. But I've also just finished Freeing the Wild. I see, I don't know if this is my favourite or not. Like, I'm starting to see why people loved Wild Eyes so much. Because this really does remind me of Wild Eyes. Kind of. And honestly, I can't decide if this one's my favourite or not. Like, these books have all been so great. But this one made me cry 3 times. 3 times. This made me cry. And honestly, this is great. See, if you don't want a third act conflict, this is a great book to read, because there's no, like, there's things in motion that need to happen. There are different conflicts that happen throughout, and obviously certain things come to a head later on because they've built up through the book, but these are like things that are happening in the characters' lives, not between the characters. And yeah, I absolutely adored this. Like I said, it made me cry. Cassie just feels about music the way I feel about music. I can't write music or play music. Like, I don't really play instruments. I did play the bass and I did play the flute for years though. So there is that. But like, I'm not like a songwriter or anything. Like, nowhere near. I can't write music. It's not in my wheelhouse. But yeah, music is like my thing, my happy place. Like, it's the thing that makes me feel emotions more than anything else. It is how my internal clock ticks, as it were. So this was amazing. Like, I didn't get that with Wild Eyes if we're comparing it, because for her it's more of in Wild Eyes it's more of a step back from that. This, it's more of a finding where she wants to be, because she's performing and an accident happens at one of her shows that traumatises her, and it makes her question. She's already questioning, like, she doesn't really want to perform, she wants to write, but her manager's telling her, no, like, you need to perform, get yourself out there so that people recognise you and know who you are, and you've got, like, they know that you can write before you try and offer songs to other people. So she's kind of like paying her dues, but she's getting to a stage where she's like, when is it going to be enough? She's really struggling, but she's starting to lose her love for writing as well because of the way she's been touring, and it's just her finding her way back to her love of music, and I absolutely love that, with mixed with the horses. Like, I'm not a horse girl, but I do love me some horses. I do like horses. I would love to be a horse girl, not like the posh, like, look down on everybody type horse girl, but like proper, like, horse. I'm making no sense. Anyway, yes, this made me cry 2 times, so this might be my favourite in the series, but the one I'm really looking forward to is Chasing the Fire, because I don't know, there's just something about it that I've been really looking forward to. But that'll be probably next week, and that'll be another series finished, which is amazing. Sorry, this vlog has probably been very boring. I think I've been in this seat I just pinched my own head with my hair clip. I think I've been in this seat every time I've updated, but this has not been a good week. I literally didn't get to sleep last night until after 4 o'clock in the morning because I was in so much pain, and I slept until very late in the day. Not well. Like early afternoon, like midday, and I feel horrendous still, so that's always fun. So the vlog has been boring because I've not been feeling well, but I feel like we got through quite a few books, so I'm very happy that pages, but we got through the pages. Yeah, I'm totally talking nonsense at this point. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you've had a better week than me. If you want to let me know you were here but you don't want to sit and write a long comment, if you leave me some music related emojis, you can do music notes, guitars, musical instruments of any kind, anything that says music to you in the comments. And if you want to, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.